Okay, weird ending. Do your worst. Let's see if we can decipher this mess. Or if it really is as confusing as I thought it was. Maybe it really isn't. I don't know. So, yeah, we capture Peach, but Bowser Jr., screw him. He just kind of falls into the sun. If he's anything like his dad, he'll survive anything, though. And it turns out that Peach really is his mama, and she would have survived it too. No, I don't know. So, why is this breaking apart again? I guess, like, why was the ship, like, crashing too? I don't get that either. It's like, okay, so Bowser falls into the sun. That usually wouldn't cause an impact, but apparently it does, and yet he survives it anyway. It's like, you know what? I'm so badass, I can just fall into a freaking sun, and instead of just burning up instantly, I survive, and the sun is the one that gets hurt. Except, like, this isn't the sun, this is some planet somewhere. What? I don't know. EA for the growling. I can't decide which is stupider sounding. Just the which translates to something, or in Sunshine when he has that weird, like, middle-aged, gruff voice. And then the sun goes supernova and turns into a black hole, and yeah. Like, that would normally happen, but that star was probably not nearly big enough, but whatever. Once again, we're dealing with Mario physics here. Let's just say it blew up because Bowser is awesome and broke the star, and so everything gets sucked into it and dies. Why not? And, God, that face. It's like the most horrified looking face, because he's basically watching all these Lumas join in like a suicide cult. Like, hey look, black hole, whee! Which does get explained in a second. Very poorly, but yeah, so that face reminds me of something. It's like, God, I can't even think what. It's just like that most horrified expression. It makes me kind of think of Harry at the end of Order of the Phoenix when Cough Cough dies. If you don't know the spoiler for that one yet, where the hell have you been? But he makes kind of a terrible face like that. And now we've got, like, the whining babies. Oh, and Rosalina's huge, by the way. We'll just roll with this. So, I'm sorry that I keep riffing on this ending, but I don't have anything else to talk about at this point. So yeah, the baby stars will grow up to be galaxies. I get that much. Come on, say, like, I know there's more than that. Yeah, so the Lumas were, like, purposely dying so that they could, like, be reborn. Which I don't really know why, because they could have just transformed without jumping into it, but whatever. And here's what I don't get. So, it never repeats itself in quite the same way. Is this, like, a gap between dimensions that they're in here? Is this heaven? Why is it creating an alternate version of what already existed, but doesn't really seem to be alternate at all? Like, I don't see what about it wasn't created exactly the same way, unless they're just saying that about, like, the purple comets or something. I don't really know. Pretty butterfly, though. And a massive amount of bloom. Like, my God. So we've got, oh, hey, yay. Yeah, I forgot, he, like, jumps up and eats the freaking doves. So, like, this didn't have to be a complicated ending. It could have just been, like, you beat Bowser, you save Peach, everyone lives happily ever after. Instead, it's like, you do that, and then also a bunch of vague things. I don't know. And then the heroes and the villains coexist happily, and it becomes a very different game. probably, like, I guess they all just sort of landed here from heaven. I don't... What does that mean? Someone please explain this. They're the same characters, right? They're not, like, reborn. And no, this is not a new galaxy. We've been to all these galaxies before. But okay, enough of that. Okay, you know, listen to me, like, complaining about the ending for almost 6 minutes. Not really complaining, just being befuddled by it, I guess. But yeah, now I've got time to, like, talk about other things. This is all being done in post, by the way. I actually did do live commentary over this ending, and then it turned out being, like, even more negative than it is now, because yesterday I was in a terrible funk, as you could tell from part 39. I'm feeling a bit better about that now. I don't know what happened to me, honestly. I'm blaming the game for this, but I don't think it's really the game's fault. I hate to admit this, but I think what's happening is I'm just kind of reaching a point where I just don't have anything at all to talk about anymore for any game. And so I'm not going to immediately say that, like, oh, I'm going to be quitting LPing soon, because I really don't want to quit. I like doing this a lot, and I know people like watching it. I might have to, like, take it in a new direction, though, which I've kind of already been doing with all the co-commentary stuff with Brenna, and I might do other co-commentary stuff if there's any games that I can, like, stream well. Well, not stream, but, like, I know Has wanted to do something besides Pikmin 2. His internet is so bad, though, it almost definitely have to be post-commentary. And I still do want to do a couple more things alone. Well, at least one more thing following this game. So it's like, I know everybody's going to be panicking, like, oh my god, we're going to be over forever. No, it's not that bad. I'm still going to be making stuff. I just kind of worry about the quality of things, because people keep saying, like, oh, it's not that bad, you judge yourself too harshly. And that's probably true. I'm the kind of person who, like, can get praise from thousands of people, but if I personally don't like it, then the praise doesn't mean anything to me. I'm just... It's kind of unfair, because I guess that means that I'm, like, extremely selfish, but that's just kind of how I am. I can't really help it. It's very hard for me to, like, I don't know. If I feel that it's wrong, people telling me otherwise isn't going to change that. But it's not like I hate all of my stuff. I watched some of my other, like, most of my other LPs after recording them, and I found them enjoyable to watch, and a lot of segments of even this one I thought were good. It's just that this game is so bland to me, it's kind of hard for me to say anything about it. I didn't grow up with it, because it's a relatively new game, so most of my experiences with this game are just playing through it myself the first time when it was, like, it was okay. I didn't think it was that amazing. And then having to play through it a ton of other times to, like, help the kids get through their files, because everybody has to have their own file on this, and it's just, some of them have been deleted, but it's just, yeah, really freaking annoying. That is enough to kill my enthusiasm for any game. It happened with Thousand Year Door. But anyway, coming to the end here. Of course, I have to bring back the old line.
Thank you for playing my game.
Except it's, like, not exactly the same line as before, but whatever. And gonna be tacking on. Okay, here's the part where I, like, can't decide if I want to save or not. Gonna be tacking on something else to the end of this, because, hey, guess what I did? Yep, I actually managed to beat this area. I really don't know how I did it. It took a bit of practice. Like that one coin at the end that's practically undodgeable, you kind of just have to get lucky with it. And I actually passed up that coin a number of times, but like had gotten a coin earlier on. It's actually these ones at the beginning that usually screw me over more than any other ones. But yeah, this race is just kind of terrible in general. But I got it done. So, I said in the description of last segment that I'd be taking a break from this game. I'm actually not completely sure if I will be. I said that because I was, like, so burnt out on it, and I figured, like, I really need to just take a break from this thing before it makes me want to kill myself. But it's really not that bad. I think the problem was something else other than the game. So depending on how I feel, there might be more of this next week, and if there's not, it probably won't be on hiatus that long. Because I do still have, like, the purple coin stuff, and the ones that I can't get coinless left to do, but there's not too much left in this game. And then I'll be doing another thing after this, and then Galaxy 2 coinless will be done probably after Harry Potter, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, you just gotta slip past that then. And here I'm like panicking because I'm not sure if I did it coinless, but I did. So that was cool. And I don't know if that's like a decent time, but seriously, who cares? Probably the hardest star to get coinless so far. If there's another one that's worse, I haven't done it yet. My god, I hope there's not. So, yeah, just see you whenever the next episode is, if it's next week or later than that, for more of this. I don't completely hate the game, I just got frustrated with it.